Hey everybody, welcome back to another week of the FOGO Life. I'm your host as always, Captain Ron, that's right. Today, let's talk about something special, lamb chops. They can be elegant, they could be a regular weeknight dinner, and today we're gonna prepare them on the Big Green Egg. You're gonna learn how to set up your Big Green Egg for the perfect sear, how to get that deep smoky flavor with our brand new cherry smoking chips, and how to make lamb so good, even your in-laws will approve. And trust me, that's saying something. Now, there's a lot of different ways to prepare these, okay? I like to call these lamb lollipops. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna French them even further. Now, these bones have been cleaned up a little bit. What I wanna do is I'm gonna take off a lot of this fat here because this won't render down if we were cooking them a little slower. So I'm gonna cut some of this off and I'm gonna pound them down nice and thin before we marinate them. So let's go ahead and get started doing that. You wanna go through the fat and go right to the bone, just cut that right off, okay? Do the same thing kind of all around there, and there you go, folks, see? Nice cleaned up bone, okay? We cut the bulk of the fat off, we left a little bit because that, remember, fat equals flavor. We're just gonna do the same thing to all of these. All right, and that's the final one, okay? See, now you can see kind of why they're called a little lollipop now. Ah, that's right. So we got all this extra good stuff here. Now this is all fat here. You can use this, okay? You can use it in sausage. You can render it down, render the fat down. A lot of good stuff you can do with this lamb fat. Who knew, right? Now this next step is kind of optional, all right? You could leave them thick like this, and I mean not super thick. You can leave them thick like that. I like to pound them a little bit thinner, all right? I just want a little crispy little bite is really kind of what I want. So we're gonna take 2 sheets of plastic, well actually 1 big long sheet of plastic wrap here, and I'm gonna simply lay it down and lay a couple chops right next to each other. I like to work 2 at a time here. What we're doing is we're putting them on plastic and then covering, because we're gonna pound them a little bit thinner. What we don't want is to pound it and then have meat juice and everything spraying everywhere. So all you do is simply lay a little bit of plastic wrap underneath and over them, grab your meat hammer, and get to work. Okay, so automatically it's gonna go to the same width as the bone. I like to go to the meat side, even give it a little bit more. You don't wanna go too thin, otherwise they're gonna be too tough. Okay, now we unwrap our present, and there we have, see, nice uniform, thin, beautifully done. Okay, that's a gorgeous piece. That's gonna be just eat like a champion, like that. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay them in here. This is a little Cambro sealable container, because we're gonna marinate them. So we're gonna take them, stick them in here. We're gonna make our marinade, pour it all over, cover it up, and throw it in the refrigerator. And so you know my favorite part is coming up in a little while. Meantime, I'm gonna finish pounding my lamb. All right, now, those are our last 2. So they are all done. See that? Just beautiful, just beautiful. I love it when a plan comes together. Now, we're gonna assemble our marinade, but we gotta go clip some rosemary. Come out to my garden with me, shall you? And now we assemble our marinade. It's a simple marinade, okay? It's got a few items. First thing, 6 cloves of garlic. We're gonna smash them, and then we're gonna chop them, okay? So the easiest way to do that, take your garlic clove, set your knife on top of it, and smash, okay? All you do now is just peel the paper off, and boom, you got garlic to work with. Then we're just gonna give this a rough chop. You can go as fine or as rough as you want, okay? The finer you get it, the more oil is gonna come out, the more flavor. So I've got my trusty bowl over here, so I'm gonna scoop up all of my garlic. Now we've got this beautiful rosemary that we went and pulled off my little bush outside there. Okay, so we're just gonna pull all the leaves off of it. We don't want the stems. We want 2 tablespoons of chopped rosemary. All right, now I got 1 1/4 teaspoons of kosher salt and 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. And then it calls for the zest of a lemon. So I got my little zester here. All you do to zest a lemon is just rub it across here. We just want to get the outer rind. You don't have to go all the way to the fruit, get the juices. No, we just want the outer oily part of the skin. If your lemons are giant, you don't have to use the whole one. If you like more flavor, use more. It's up to you. I find that 1 is pretty good in this recipe, especially for 6 or 8 chops like what we have. All right, and there is our zest of 1 whole lemon, okay? The important part to remember, tap it out, and then also you wanna stick your finger through here and run it out. Get all that extra stuff in there, oh yeah. Last, but certainly not least, all right, is we're gonna wanna put about 1/4 cup of olive oil here. I got this from my friends at Flora. I'm using EVOO today, extra virgin olive oil. So again, about 1/4 cup. You want a nice liquidy. If you need a little bit more, you can put a little bit more. We're just gonna give it a good stir. Oh yeah, look at that. Here is the money shot, folks. We're gonna pour this over our lamb chops. Is that beautiful or what? Now, I like to use these. This is a little Cambro container. It's sealable, it seals, okay? So I'm gonna put it down here, do the hippie shakes, and there are our marinated lamb chops. Now, while we like to grill, they have to do one thing. They have to sit and cool. I know, to the refrigerator. All right, now that our chops are marinating, they're in the refrigerator marinating, time to light the grill up. We're gonna be cooking on the minimax today. Now, what I want you to do is take a look inside here. I got a bunch of lump left over from last time I used it. I got a blazer ball in there with 2 little fire starters. The blazer ball is gonna work well because it's in the bottom now, so it's gonna make that fire come up and rise like this. We're gonna light it beautifully. So we're gonna light that now, and then we're gonna pour more briquettes on top of it. Can we mix lump and briquettes? I think so, especially when you're using our new FOGO briquettes. That's right. If you haven't heard about them, they're awesome. They're made from coconut shell fibers, and they are all natural binders and everything. They burn long and have a lot less ash than other brands of briquettes. So check out the new FOGO briquettes available at Ace Hardware. Now I want to show you a little trick because we want to have these spread out, but they want them all burning because we're going to be grilling on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my briquettes, I'm going to kind of build a little pyramid right in the middle here so that that fire is going to come up and then they'll all be lit. We'll have a solid surface that we can grill over the whole entire grate. That's going to be great. Now we're to the point now you can see most of the coals are grayed over and have a lot of ash on them, so we're going to spread them around now because we're going to be grilling, so we want to have the whole entire grilling area hot. By doing it like this, now we have grilling space all over, okay? And since we're going to use a cast iron grate, we're going to put that on and let that heat up with the coals. We've had these beautiful lamb chops marinating for about 2 hours now. Look at these things. Oh, yeah. Just nice and oily, full of that beautiful marinade. What we're not going to do is we're not going to wipe them off, nothing. Nope, we want all that oil on there, we want all that garlic on there. It's all going to just add to the flavor. So as soon as this is heat up further, we're going to get to grilling. It's only going to take a couple minutes. It's nice and quick, and man, is it tasty. All right, now that our briquettes are all fired up, what we want to do is we want to add a nice touch of sweet, fruity smokiness. So we're going to throw in our all brand new, all natural, all cherry smoking chips. That's right, because we're going to be grilling, so we only want a little bit of smoky flavor, okay? And if I put a chunk on there, we're not going to get a lot. But if I put a handful of these on here and throw them on the grill, we're going to get some nice cherry flavor imparted in our lamb. I pointed this out before, but you may have missed that video. On the back of our bags, of all of our bags of chips and chunks, we have a smoking wheel. It's going to tell you what flavors are good for what kind of meats, light meat, dark meat, if you want to use a heavy wood. It's going to give you all the suggestions of flavors of wood to use with different proteins. All right, kiddies, we're ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah? All right. So as I said, we're going to take one handful of chips, just scatter them about on this fire here. Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit more. I want some extra flavor in there, okay? We'll give them a second to light up, and we're going to start our grilling. All right, we are ready now. We got our chips going. Look at this. Just going to throw these on here. Listen to that sizzle, baby. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to go ahead and flip them over now. Let's see what we got. Oh, look at that nice char. Oh, baby, that char is the star. All right, we've reached our temperature. We're at about 142 degrees. We wanted to go to 145, so I'm gonna pull them off and let them sit for a little bit. That carryover temperature is gonna finish cooking them. Oh my God, do they smell good. I'll be honest with you, I'm not even a big fan of lamb, and these are absolutely looking and smelling phenomenal. Probably helps that I am a big fan of garlic. Okay, now here is where people mess up. They don't let their meat rest. Let it rest for 5 to 10 minutes. You don't want the juices all over the cutting board. No, you want them in your belly. So let this rest for about 5 to 10 minutes and then, you know, just sit around and stare at them or just stare at your grill like I like to do. Now, the moment of truth. Let's see how we did. Look at that. Is that gorgeous or what? Look at the golden color on there with that black char. Oh my God, it's gonna be so good. Here we go. Lamb chop lollipops. How many licks does it take to get to the center? A 1, a 2. Only older people know what the heck I'm doing there. So let's give it a whirl. Ooh. Oh, wow. Tastes like steak. Wow, is that really good? I just got done telling him, I said, now this is gonna be funny because I'm not a big fan of lamb, but I'm a big fan. Oh my goodness, I'm a big fan of these. Wow. They really took that marinade beautifully. I won't like one, I swear, that's good, man. You're gonna like that. That is what you call a steakhouse quality dinner without the expensive wine list. Try this at home. You will not be sorry. It's simple. It's great for a weeknight meal. This would make an unbelievable Easter dinner right here. So whatever you want to serve this for, I highly suggest it because nobody's going to be disappointed. You can make a little mint gem go with it. I'll tell you what, just a regular barbecue sauce on these would be phenomenal. Maybe even a little W sauce. All right, guys, this is definitely a winner. If you think so too, go ahead and drop a comment down below. Actually, if you don't think so, drop a comment below anyway. Leave me any comment. I want to talk to you. I promise you, I will reply, okay? Anyway, that's everything I got for you. That is my lamb. I think it turned out not too bad. I can't help myself, folks. I just can't help myself. I'm the goat. Anyway, listen, that's it. Remember, subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Remember to get out and grill. And I'll see you next time on the FOGO Life. Captain Ron, out.